Hey y'all, the Lady Empath 1111 guys. Welcome to the channel, guys. Welcome to King of Queens Tarot, guys. Where behind every king is his queen. That is us, the Divine Feminine. Of course, our kings are the Divine Masculine, y'all. Let's get into the energy, y'all. Let's see what it is that you need to know most at this time. I do have a channel message, y'all. First of all, your channel song, well, let's say this. It's 1044, okay? The synchronicities are already here. So as I am recording, it is 1044, right? The channel song is In Your Eyes by Snow Allegra. And the channel title for this reading is He Crowned Her Queen. Yeah, you got a Divine Masculine here who is crowning you queen. There's something very special about your energy, Divine Feminine. So we're going to look and see how is it that you are feeling most at this time. What is your overall energy? Yeah, see, there's a transformation. You ended some things. See, the Death card came out for you as your overall energy, Divine Feminine, which says, I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. So there's something very significant about you understanding that, right? Because many people I hear despise death, right? They despise the endings. But there was something within you that realized that things had to end in order to have some type of new beginning. Now, these endings could be something as simple as a repetitive cycle, right? A repetitive conversation, a repetitive way of being, putting an ending to anything that was not conducive to moving your divine union forward. So as you sit in that death energy, what you learned was that the endings are merely beginnings. And more than anything, it's merely the opportunity for you to create the divine union that you desire for yourself. See, a lot of times we want to stay stuck in the situations that we are in, right? And then change them within that situation. But when you have to learn is that you got to step outside of the situation in order for change to take place, right? You cannot change within the situation. Now, what does that mean? Even if you don't physically separate or physically break up with your person, you have to begin to protect your energy in a manner to which you are not being impacted by the things that's taking place at this time, right? See, you begin to understand you could create the life that you deserve. Your channel song is Prototype. When you understand that you had specific things that you desired in a mate, right? You had specific desires in a partner. And when you begin to examine what was taking place in your union, you realize that this was not an ideal situation. This is not something that you envisioned for yourself, but it's what you do in that moment that matters most. And that's what I'm hearing. So when you begin to examine what was taking place and you begin to say, hey, what is it that I need to know most at this time in the moment, is when spirit shows up and tell you, first of all, you have to open yourself up to exactly what it is that you want. Right? You have to be open to that which you desire most, which is what? Intimacy, right? If you truly desire intimacy, then the first thing Spirit is going to say is, how intimate are you with yourself, right? How well do you know yourself? Because that's what intimacy is. So it's a lot of times that we crave the intimacy of our partner, right? But what God is trying to get you to understand is you have to know yourself at a deeper level first. Why? Because you have to know what you require. Right? What you require to sustain the type of union that you desire. For some Divine Feminine, it was the releasing of control of the situation, which also means that you had to release the regret that was associated with the situation. But a lot of times we begin to be the karmic. It's kind of what I'm seeing, right? It's like when you begin to act like the karmics, then there's a problem. And that's when you have to re-examine who you are. That's when you begin to learn that endings are merely beginnings. And when I say act like the karmics, what I mean is you checking DMs, you checking emails, you checking phones, You're not trusting your person. That's a karmic trait, y'all. That's not a trait of a divine feminine, because a true divine feminine is self-confident and aware, right? We don't go looking for trouble, because when you look for trouble, you will find it. But what you have to understand more than anything is, as you begin to reverse, right, the lower vibrational energy that this union kind of placed you in, then you begin to release the situation over so that endings could present better beginnings. Because this is something that you've wanted. You deserve this. You prayed for this. This is definitely something you manifested for yourself. And when you begin to re-examine how you were showing up in this union, I do feel like that's when something began to click within you. Yeah, something became really clear. Yeah, really clear. You reverted to a past version of yourself is what I'm saying, divine feminine. But this sparked a lot of inner childhood wounding. It's almost like when you and this divine masculine met, you begin to re-experience a lot of your childhood trauma. Someone could like to have tea parties as a little girl. But what I'm seeing here is that you begin to re-examine how you showed up for yourself, right? How you were still holding on to some types of regret. So a lot of what took place when you met this divine masculine is you beginning to put an end to some things in order for you to experience the new beginnings in love. You had to be clear about anything that was holding you back from this transition into releasing emotional baggage, right? That emotional baggage stemming from your childhood, right? That kept you in this state of panic is what I'm saying. That kept you from making plans on what it is that you wanted to do for yourself and where you wanted to go. See, a lot of the procrastination spirit or the lack of planning was because you had lack of clarity on who you are. And it's not until you become clear about who you are. You are not a representative of your past. You are the divine feminine. But until you understand that, a lot of times you are stuck still nursing, playing tea party with your inner childhood wounding. It's that inner child that you still begin to cater to. And when you begin to understand that you have to transition away from that, is when you begin to understand a new determination of planning of what it is that you would like to do and where you need to go. This is a love that you deserve. This is a love that you manifested for yourself. So as you are sitting in this energy, divine feminine, of having to learn, right, that endings are merely new beginnings, we're going to look and see where your divine masculine is showing up at this time. What is the energy, spirit? Show us. What is the energy of the divine masculine at this time? Jay Howell, it's something about you. Yeah, see, there's something about your energy. Yeah, it's creating a sense of calm. It's almost like it's converting the adversity that your divine masculine is going through. It's transmitting or transmutating the adversity in their life. There's something about you that has restored some type of harmony. I crown you queen, right? I told you as we began, the channeled title for this message, even before I had the message, was He's crowned you queen. And this is a divine masculine who has accepted that challenges are the best way to learn. So in their learning with this divine masculine is understanding that there's something about you and that it's not going anywhere. This is someone who fought their feelings for you because they felt that love was complicated. They didn't want to trust you, but they understood that you were the only one that they could trust. And even when they wanted to leave, they couldn't stop themselves because there was always something about you. Wanting you is breaking this divine masculine's heart because there's something about you. Your divine masculine is now beginning to question if it's worth it, right? What if it doesn't work? See, this is someone who had to be able to sustain through the adversity of the adversity of uncertainty is what I'm hearing, y'all. The adversity of uncertainty. There was a lot of gossiping. There was a lot of hatred that was thrown at this divine masculine to keep him off balance. See, a lot of times what we don't understand is the adversity that our divine masculine suffer has nothing to do with them necessarily. It's the hate that people are throwing at them because they see that there are changes that is taking place. And this is a divine masculine who absolutely has some type of karmic energy where there's a lot of gossiping, a lot of adversity. And this adversity was keeping this divine masculine stuck in some type of karmic cycle of not being balanced. But this is someone who was very sure that they needed to make some type of decision between you and the life that they used to live is what I'm hearing, because this is someone who was tired of juggling. But there is something about you, right? This is not traditional. It goes against the norm is what I'm hearing. There's something about you that completely goes against the norm of what this divine masculine is used to. When that happened, this triggered a questioning within this divine masculine. Can I put the work in that is necessary to sustain a union with true divine feminine? It's 10:55, y'all, right? There's a lot of change that's taking place. You could be seeing 10:55. See, it's through the adversity and the challenges that your divine masculine began to introspect about where were they truly planting, right? Where were they truly cultivating their time? What was that looking like, right? Because there had been some betrayals, but with these betrayals, there comes endings. And with every ending, there's a new beginning. But your person is someone who had to learn what love looks like. This is a player. Your channel song is Players Player. I can't talk. It's retrograde. Sheesh. This is Player's Prayer by Lloyd with the Four of Wands in reverse. Thou should not play you hard, but I did. I was wrong and I hate it because now I'm calling your cell phone over and over. My high is gone, but I don't want to be sober. This is someone who could definitely be masking their feelings with substances, right? That is keeping them in this energy of unhealthy family dynamics, unhealthy relationships, a lot of betrayal, but that's the adversity. But that is also the adversity that comes with the spiritual awakening that's taking place, because I do see a new beginning here where there's an outpouring of your soul tribe, an outpouring of water of everlasting flow. But someone has to understand the adversities that are taking place at this time are simply to stop this union from moving forward. There's definitely been a lot of blockages is what I'm seeing. With the Two of Cups in reverse to the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, there is definitely some type of blockage. Oh, karmic battles. Yeah, karmic battles. See, your person is now beginning to recognize that the karmic battles that they were suffering had stopped the two of you guys from truly having the stability in this union that was needed to sustain. Now, a lot of this was this player mentality of this divine masculine, but what they are understanding is they thank you for being patient. They are releasing what no longer serves them. This is someone who is understanding that and asking you to be patient with the process as they grow and change so that they can come into their own power, come into their own identity. See, this is someone who wants to make sure that everything is in alignment so that they can be with you. This is someone who sees that everything now ties with the karmic situations, and there has to be a completing of cycles. And that's what's taking place. Your person could be meditating. Someone could live in Arizona or Nevada, I'm seeing. See, what's taking place also is that your person is seeing all of the signs, y'all. All of the signs, all of the synchronicities. See, you divine feminine or viewer, right? You could have already been seeing the signs and the synchronicities because you are a little more spiritually advanced than this person. But now your person is seeing all of the signs. And they are reminding them of you constantly. They've been seeing so many signs and synchronicities that remind them of you, and has made this person feel certain that you are the one, right? But they have a brighter future. And that's something that this person never really looked forward to. This isn't someone who thought much into the future. This isn't someone who even saw a bright future. This is someone who was literally in survivor mode is what I'm seeing. And now this person has begun to think of you and a brighter future. They just need some time to figure out, right, what it is that they wanted. Now your person is trying to figure out also how to follow these signs that they're seeing, right? Because they're gaining strength and courage to follow the signs. I'm seeing Santiago, Bogota, Cairo. Yeah, this is someone who's had a lot of sleepless nights because there's something very different about you. This person has been working on being their best self. I see someone who can be working out. But this is someone who understands anxiety. Why? Because they understand adversity. This is someone who also understands the duality of the union of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. See, this is someone who understands that now life has changed. Their entire life changed after they met you. And they have been trying to figure out what this all means. This is someone who doesn't want to lose you, right? But the thought of you or not being with you keeps them up at night. There's something very unique. This is a word that this person could use to describe you. Unique. I'm seeing 1101. See, you are unique and special. And this is something that this person has never experienced before. You've opened them up to things that they never knew were even possible. And now there is a strong, or they feel like they are strong because of the power of the love that you have shown them. This is a love that no one else has ever shown this person. So you have opened them up and opened their heart up to a truth. And they are very grateful for all of the lessons that you are both learning. See, this is someone who understands that all of these are divine lessons that you are both learning at this time. This isn't something that can be learned overnight. And this is now where this divine masculine has been up many nights because his light, the internal glow of who he is, was even keeping him awake. And many people turn away from him because he began to heal and he no longer looks like them and he no longer sounds like them. So the only person that he can turn to in that moment is you, his divine feminine. So then he turns to you, and what he saw when he turned to you is his reflection. He saw his reflection in you, and what you did was smiled. He looked at you and he smiled at you, and he said to you, he remembered how good it is. He remembered the love that you have shown him, the uniqueness of who you are. And because of that, this is someone who's wanting to be their best self for you. This is someone who's working really hard to level up, and they're doing this for you so that they could meet you as your equal, as your mirror. See, when this divine masculine looked at you, they saw themselves. They saw the reflection of themselves in you. And when they did that, it made them want to be your mirror. They want to be everything that you are. They want you to be able to look at them and see the same things that they see in you. See, this is someone who looks at you in great admiration. This is someone who looks at you with great certainty about what it is that they want. But a lot of times they were not certain on what you saw when you look back at them. And this is where the insecurities came in. But I do see a divine masculine who is working on themselves so that they can be their best self, because increasing their confidence in themselves is what's bringing the passion back to this union. I'm seeing a couple who you guys could have been very passionate in the beginning, but then things began to kind of taper off because your divine masculine began to question their own identity. But you excite this person on every level. And when the two of you guys are together, this is someone who cannot deny the desire that they feel for you, but they feel it. They feel it in body, in mind, and in soul. They know that when you guys come together in that way, that you become one. And it's unlike anything that they've ever experienced. And for you who have not been with your person in that way, this is something that this person is imagining, and they know how great it's going to be when that takes place, because there's a magnetic drawing. You are this person's queen, magnetic queen. They feel you drawing and calling them in to you. What are the final messages, Spirit, for this divine union that we are channeling? I crown you queen is what your divine masculine wants you to know. There is no one above you. He rules the day and you rule the night. So this is a divine masculine who says soon, soon we will be together in the near future. Our reunion is imminent, and I am doing all that I can to be ready for you. I am working hard on myself to be the better provider for you. I hear you call for me, and I'm coming back to you. This is my promise to you, that soon we will reunite again. This is someone who is changing. Again, I see someone in the gym. I see somebody working out. It says, I am working hard to change, to face up to all that I have been avoiding for so long. I know I need to do more, but I feel so exhausted and tired. Your love is inspiring me to do the necessary changes in my life, because I am learning. I am learning lessons. I have grown up since our last encounter. I have been working on myself to be the better person whom you can feel and be proud of. And I am doing all of this in divine timing. We are on the journey and the divine dance of the soul flame. This is a soul plane, and it will manifest into the physical world in perfect divine timing. All we have to do is trust and have faith that all will work out beautifully. This is your channeled message. Make sure you like the video, thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, guys. Love and light as always. The Lady Empath, 1111.